Hello, welcome back. Time now for business news. For that, I'm joined on set by Matthew Warren. Hello there, Matt.
Hi, Louise.
So, Eurozone finance ministers meeting in Dublin this Friday, and Cyprus is top of the agenda.
Yes, again, Cyprus top of the agenda, and that's because we got the shock news, really, that the cost of the bailout is up at 23 billion euros. Now, the last time it was 17.5 billion, so that's up by around a third. Now, 10 billion of that is coming from the Eurozone and the IMF, but Cyprus has to find the rest of that money, and that's just increasing concerns about how they are going to do it.
Portugal's also on the agenda.
Yes, now Portugal got a 78 billion euro bailout 2 years ago. Now they had a problem last week when the country's constitutional court said that some of the planned austerity measures for this year were unconstitutional. So now they are looking for more time to pay back their loan. And in fact, Ireland, the host of this, which also had a bailout, is also looking for a bit more time to pay back its loan as well.
And Austria also under pressure over its bank secrecy.
Yes, now Austria wants to maintain secrecy, or it prefers to call it confidentiality, in its banking sector, but other countries are pressing it to open up more. Now that's particularly after Luxembourg earlier this week said it would open up more, but Austria is determined to fight this, but they'll be under a lot of pressure at this meeting in Dublin.
It'll be interesting to see how they come out of it. Here in France, a row has blown up with the technology giant Apple.
Yes, that's right. Now, an app created by a French startup here in Paris has been banned by Apple's App Store. Now, that's enraged the government. Stephen Carroll tells us more.
It had 12 million users in 4 months, but AppGratis is no longer available for download. The service offered a different app each day free of charge, helping developers to promote their products in an increasingly crowded marketplace. But on Monday, Apple pulled AppGratis from its download store for breach of its conditions.
Honestly, their intentions are very, very opaque and clear, and that's also, at a greater level, the biggest problem today. It's, they're operating a platform on which the rules are not clear at all.
AppGratis was developed by a French startup company, and its removal from the App Store has angered the government in Paris, which sees the move as Apple abusing its dominant position.
You have a closed platform from Apple, the App Store, which offers applications, but its negotiations with developers are not on a level playing field. Apple has today decided to oust an application without any warning or signal. 40 jobs are at stake, and that's what is open to criticism.
Apple says AppGratis was warned it was in breach of 2 App Store rules. Firstly, to do with offering other apps within its application, and secondly, for using push notifications for marketing purposes. France's digital economy minister is now calling for stronger EU regulation of online platforms. But this isn't the French government's first tangle with a digital giant. In February, Google agreed to pay 60 million euros to help French media develop their online presence, after President Hollande threatened to force the search engine to pay for posting links to French content.
Stephen Carroll reporting there. Well, let's get some of the day's company news. And a senior partner at the accounting firm KPMG allegedly took bags of cash and a Rolex watch in exchange for information. Well, Scott London has admitted to the insider trading charges. The US Justice Department says he helped a friend make over $1 million on the tips. London faces up to 5 years in jail if convicted.
Electronic books now make up a quarter of publishing revenues in the United States. That's up from just 1% share 4 years earlier. Children's books are seeing the biggest rise. Sales were up 120% in 2012.
And job cuts are on the cards at Germany's Siemens. The engineering company says it will slash 3,000 posts. The axe will fall in the industry division as part of a €6 billion savings programme.
Now, talk us through the markets then this morning, Matt.
Yes, well, let's just take a look at Asia, the last trading session of the week. And most of the markets there are down, flat or down. The Nikkei in particular off 0.5%. They were making lots of gains over the last week or so, so perhaps a bit of profit taking.
All right, now I believe our correspondents have been visiting the world's biggest inventions fair.
That's right. They've been having some fun, I think. Now, this takes place in Geneva in Switzerland every year. Collection of inventions, big and small. Now, our correspondent there is Victoria Morgan, and she went along for us to find out what's on offer and sent us this report.
So here in Geneva, you have a little bit of everything, from shoes whose height you can choose and change, to much bigger inventions. Geneva is packed with big ideas this week.
This is a magnet motor using only magnets.
It is the first solar cooker in the world that is very portable and lightweight.
And according to the inventor, 12 minutes of lying in the ISIS will give you the benefits of 90 minutes sleep. RoboScan from Romanian company MBT can X-ray aircraft in 30 seconds and can spot objects that are just 5 millimetres long. Like most investors here, they're looking for investment. After all, they've spent a lot on the prototype.
8.5 million euro in 5 years of hard work, and we estimate a selling end-user price of 3.5 million per unit.
Customs officers are not allowed to open the technical compartments of an aircraft to check if there's any contraband in there. So this device has vast practical application.
Another invention that's getting a lot of attention in Geneva is the Yildiz magnet motor, named after its Turkish inventor.
Why is this motor special?
Because this motor is using free energy. No input, no pollution.
If you have a reliable motor, you just need a turbine and then you can generate electricity. And that's what's generating interest here. Organisers say invention is a far better way to boost the economy than austerity and cutbacks. Happily enough, it seems that when times are hard, we put more effort into inventing.
OK, from inventions to technology, Matt, and a group of technology bigwigs have formed their own political group.
Yes, now this has been led by the Facebook founder, Mark Zuckerberg. He's created this group. It's called Forward.us, or Forward Us, perhaps. Now, it's made up of other technology entrepreneurs, like the person who founded LinkedIn, Reid Hoffman, and Google's chairman as well, Eric Schmidt. Now, what they're after are policy changes, particularly in areas like immigration. They want to see more immigrants allowed, particularly with high skills that they are looking for in their industry. They also want to see things like more scientific research as well as being backed by a lot of money, so likely to have quite a lot of impact.
OK, we'll have to wait and see. Now, McDonald's, that giant chain, is telling its staff to cheer up, I believe.
Yes, now, this is an interesting one. Now, 1 in 5 of the customer complaints that McDonald's get are apparently about service quality and in particular friendliness of their staff. Now that's led McDonald's to declare that its service is broken. Now at least that's if we believe a report in the Wall Street Journal which claims that they have seen an internal presentation on this. So what they're saying to their staff, we can see some of them making burgers there, is that they should be smiling more and be nicer to their customers to turn around this problem in their service
That's
image.
interesting, isn't it? Do you get a smile when you order your Big Mac,
Well,
Matt?
I always thought that they were very friendly at McDonald's, but I don't go there for Big Macs. But they do have quite good coffee here in Paris, actually.
You're so
I think,
sophisticated.
surprisingly.
The rest of us want Big Mac and fries. You're there with your coffee. Thank you very much, Matt. Matthew Warren there with the business news. Stay tuned, more news and headlines coming up.